Hello and welcome to 35 Plus Where to Shop, our weekly retail review, where every week we check out our favourite brands and retailers based on style, personality, colour palette, body shape and also dress code. I'm Fiona Keary and this week we are taking a look at Bardot. Stores across Australia has been on the Australian fashion scene since 1996. And I would say the overall vibe we're looking at is feminine sultry with a little bit of attitude, and I love it. Lots of fun at Bardot. In terms of style personality, we are very much looking at that sultry va-va-voom, the feminine vibe, and also a little bit of that rebellious coming through there as well. And that's in the way that things are teamed up and some of the detailing that's coming through as well. In terms of colour palette, I do think they really cater for all colour palettes, and you'll see that in some of my favourites coming through. And in terms of body shape, yes, it's for everyone, but they're really creating that hourglass silhouette. They do have some straighter lines, but it's really about showing off those curves. So if you're someone who likes to accentuate your curves and create that hourglass shape when you're getting dressed, then Bardot is definitely for you. In terms of sizing, you're looking at a size 6 to 14. I would say it's true to size to maybe a little bit smaller. So you may have to go up a size within Bardot. And you're looking at about $89.99 for dresses, $39.99 for tops, $139.99 for pants and jeans, and jackets and coats from $169.99. All their deliveries are express post and it's free for orders over $150. Otherwise, it's $11.95. They do ship internationally and they have 14-day returns. Now, check out the returns because it depends on where you purchase the item. Will tell you which way you can return it as well. And they do have a few different options in terms of parcel post, Oz post, and a few others as well. So before we check out some of my favourites, just a reminder that if you haven't already, pop on over to 35pluswheretoshop.com where you can download our free retail guide. We classify 130 retailers by style, personality, colour palette, body shape, and also dress code to help you find those perfect pieces for you. If you are looking for something specific, like the perfect handbag, or we've got someone in today looking for a backpack that is big enough to fit all their work stuff but still looks really cool and fashionable, then pop on over to our free Facebook group 35 Plus Where to Shop, where we have nearly 2,000 women in there helping each other find the perfect pieces for them. Let's check out some of my favorites. So first up, we have the Parisian blazer. It's $169.95 in fire red. It's also available in ivory, pink pop, and also tangerine. It's a double-breasted blazer, finishing just below the hip with shoulder pads and darts for shaping. Style personality-wise, I think this is perfect for an elegant, dramatic, sultry, or creative, and mostly because of the bold colour. So colour palette wise, really for your warm and clears, your warm clear light, your warm clear bright, but also your cool clear deeps and cool clear brights, because they can actually go a little bit warmer. They've got a little bit of neutrality to them, so they could totally pull off something that's this intense. Body shape wise, this is particularly good for anyone who is balanced bodied to long-legged, because what it's doing is lengthening the torso. So if you are balanced bodied, you probably want to go shorter with the skirt or a little bit more cropped or tapered with the pants, or very streamlined down the bottom to make this work. Dress code wise, I could see this with a pair of jeans with a tee underneath. So great for smart casual through to smart business as well. And I love this colour, business, and we talk often when we do colour sessions around colour contrast. And if you're looking for that high contrast where people pay attention to you, or if you're having a difficult conversation where you need the upper hand, this type of colour is awesome for that. Next up, we have the broderie maxi skirt. It's $199.99. It's in navy and an off-white. It's high-waisted. It's a tiered maxi, but not in a way that it's got a ruffle to it. It's just more that it's got those seams going through just below the hip, just above the knee, and a little flare out in the skirt. And it's 100% cotton as well. Style personality-wise, I think it's great for someone who is a natural with some feminine. Definitely for your feminines, a sultry who has the feminine, and then very much your creatives as well. Really buying into that California dreaming trend or look that we're seeing come through this season. Whereas the previous one, the Parisian blazer, is very much buying into that summer suiting trend that's coming through. Colour palette wise, it works for all because this colour combination is quite a neutral. So it will work for cool muteds, warm muteds, cool clears, cool muteds as well. Or did I say warm muted? Anyway, all of them. It will work for all of them. Body shape wise, it's particularly good for your hourglasses, inverted triangles, and rectangles. This could be a little bit tricky for your triangle just because of the flare, so you have to really wear something up the top that creates that width across the shoulder line, and also because it's got the tear just almost on the hip line, and wherever you draw the eye in terms of breaks is where the focus goes. So could be a little bit tricky there for triangles, but definitely worth a try. In terms of where you can wear it, again, casual, you can wear it with a flat pair of tan sandals, with a t-shirt that you've sort of tied or twisted, or a little shirt, but also garden party or bar wear as well would work really well. So putting it with some wedges, some big earrings, and a more fitted top. Similar, if I show you to something like this one here, where we've gone for something very sexy and sultry in terms of that top. Next up, we've got the Dahlia top. It's $99.99 and it's in a blue ditzy floral print. It's waist cinching with voluminous sleeves and got a beautiful V-neck there. More of an empire line cut just under the bust, so great for anyone a C cup and below. Style personality, it's very much that feminine with a little bit of sultry and creative coming through. Cool colour palettes, I would say it's probably best for, although your warm clear lights could work quite well here because it's a similar vibe. And body shape, you're looking at hourglass and triangle. I think for inverted triangles, it might be a little bit tricky in terms of creating too much width across the shoulder line and the bust line. And also for rectangles, it may work for some rectangles, it's just depending on where your natural waist is sitting. So if it's a little bit higher, depending on the fitting through that waist area, worth testing and taking a look. Dress code wise, again, smart casual through to bar wear. I mean, this is great. You can see they've teamed it here with a white pant, and you can put some espadrilles or some chunky heels with it to create more of a bar wear look there too. Then we have the Drew linen jumpsuit, which is really feeding into the utility urban safari vibe for this spring summer. And that's $149.99 and it's in pebble brown. Style personality, we're looking at classic, natural, elegant, and also creative because there's lots that you can do with accessories to make this a really creative look. Colour palette, it's definitely warmer. It's those warmer sort of pebble browns. And body shape, it will work for all. The only thing is just checking where your natural waist is. If it's slightly raised waist, then just need to check where that belt and waist shape, it looks like it's sitting at natural waist there. And then dress code, smart casual to smart business, and also bar wear for this one. This is a really great day to night look. So you could be, you know, out and about during the day or at work, and then changing up the shoes or putting more accessories on to make it more of a bar wear evening look as well. And last but not least, I'm a bit excited about this one. Sorry, I'm doing the big reveal, and that is the Daytona dress for $175.99. It's in emerald. It's got a ruffle V neckline, fitted bodice, a pleat midi skirt with long sleeves. Oh, I really do quite like this one. Style personality, it's dramatic, it's creative, it's sultry and elegant, although it's probably pushing it a little bit for an elegant unless they've got some of those other style personalities as well. Colour palette, it's great for anyone who is a clear or bright because it's quite an intense colour, but I would say it's almost neutral without seeing it in the flesh. The only thing with body shape here, it's really better for your hourglasses, your rectangles and inverted triangles because, again, if you can see where that seaming and the pleated midi skirt starts. So it's cutting just around the hip area, which for triangles can be a little bit tricky. So it's testing it compared to how much volume it's creating across the top half of the body to create that hourglass shape. So you need to try it on, and also check that it's making the top half appear the same size as the bottom half. The other thing to bear in mind is if you are short-legged, having that seam across the hip there will make your legs appear even shorter, especially because it flares out at the bottom there with that pleat. So something to bear in mind. I think this is perfect for any sort of special events like weddings, garden parties, etc., but also bar wear too. So they are just some of my favourites. A lot of comments that we get from our ladies, because this is 35 plus, is that they are concerned about wearing things that are, too young or too old. And we don't subscribe to that at all. For us, it's all about being ageless. And the most important thing is that it fits your style, personality, your colour palette, your body shape, and also your dress code. So often when I mention Bardot, people go, oh, but that's not right for me. And if it ticks all your style personality boxes, then you may find some absolute gems. And having a look at some of the pieces I just showcased then, we like to say that it's all about being ageless. If you'd like to find more ageless places for you to shop, then pop on over to 35plusweartoshop.com where you can download our free retail guide, and then join us over in our Facebook group 35 Plus Wear to Shop, where we are all helping each other find the perfect pieces for you. Catch you next week. Take care. Bye.